being a part of a community is creating beauty, and it's creating beauty. For me, here at our farm, we've always sort of had the goal to create a beautiful place, a place of serenity, a place that people could come and experience God's natural beauty. But also, lately, I've been really thinking about it as a place to create beauty in terms of connection, in terms of how we connect to each other through the Holy Spirit, who is with us when we are meeting together. And I just dwell on that. How can I connect people?
Well, the light show is an opportunity for us to share the farm with people here in the community. And it started out really just as an extension of the light show in the park, where during COVID last year it became popular to go down to the city park, and people were driving through, and the light show seemed to have some meaning, and particularly in this sort of starved relationship time that we find ourselves in. And so we thought maybe there was an opportunity to do something here at the farm, and really had a vision of providing something that would be an experience for people, something that they could live into, and not just candy canes and snowmen. I mean, that's a lot of fun, but really tell the story of Christ and the blessing God gives us through the birth of Christ, and then allow that to be shared back with people that they love. So
one of the ways that we do that is that people join the light show as a magi. When they start on the journey, they are playing the part of a magi, or a king, one of the three kings, to discover where is the Christ child. And then in the process of doing that, they find out that the true meaning of Christmas is that the Christ child came, and he is a blessing to us for all eternity. And because Christ was a blessing, we talk about how we become blessings to each other. And so they then go into a section of the light show where they have the opportunity to bless each other and to give a blessing to each other. So we train them on, look the person in the eye, tell them what they mean to you, and tell them what a blessing they are. And if they're uncomfortable with that on their own, we have cards there that will help them to do that. And that has been a really meaningful part of us sharing what it means to build community here at the farm.
I think some of the experiences of families coming through have just been just joyful to see a family with 3 children come through. And I saw a little girl, probably 2 or 3 years old, just hanging on her mom's leg, and they got to the manger, and they were picking up their blessing cards, and the mom and dad were reading the blessing cards to each other, but the little girl is just hanging on her mom's legs, and then they read the blessing to their child, and the older boy read a blessing back to his mom. And the mom looked down at her daughter and got down on her knees and read the blessing eye to eye with her daughter. And when she stood up, she had tears in her eyes. It was just a magical moment where they could just share this time and this blessing in a very special way within their family. And sometimes people just haven't had a chance to do that. They haven't thought about it, or they just haven't had the experience, and they find, as you said, they find it awkward sometimes, but I'm surprised at how often they just pick up the card and they read it. It says, accept this blessing, and then read it through for yourself, and then take a deep breath, and they do exactly that. And then they read the blessing, and they read it to someone that they're with. I had 2 grandmothers come through, and they took a whole handful of blessing cards because they had other people that they wanted to take these cards to and share the blessing. So I think that's a building of community, not only here and within the family, but it's taking those blessings out into the community.